Well, good morning. Yes, it's still morning. I was like, wait a minute. It's the 16th, right? No, it's the 17th of October 2024. And Dottie and I are going for a little drive, a little errand. And it brings up a big advantage of having a YouTube channel as at least for my case, is a small business, an income stream. I don't make a lot of money, but I was able to make enough money this past month. I'm going to be getting the money for last month in the next 4 or 5 days to replace this. Let me show you this. This is a GoPro. It's a GoPro 10. The current iteration is a GoPro 13. And let me tell you some frustrations I've had with this device. I want you to get a good look at it. I'm going to put it away and I'm going to start heading towards the errand today. Is we're going to go to Tractor Supply and get some propane. We have 2 propane tanks that are empty. So I've been let me tell you the frustrations. Probably the most visible one that you might be aware of is, that often I will go into stores and record, and sometimes before I got the Osmo Pocket 3, my really fancy camera, I would have this one on a thing hanging around my neck and just walk around with it. And there were 2 problems. The most obvious one was they call it lens flare. And when this camera would pick up like fluorescent lights in a grocery store, it would get really fuzzy. And typically what I would get from subscribers commenting is, you need to clean your lens. And I just couldn't stand hearing those comments that I should clean my lens, because it really does look like that it's a problem with the lens. And when it first started happening, that's what I thought it was, and I would diligently clean the lens. And then I thought I had the Max lens that I was using that was very expensive. It was $100. I had it I claimed to the manufacturer that it was distorted, and they sent me a new one, and the new one was exactly the same. And I slowly discovered the problem was this lens flare phenomenon with this particular camera. The other thing I would do is I would take this and I would put it on the dash and do my driving videos. And not only when I would hit the sun at a certain angle, I would get that lens flare, but it would also overheat very quickly. And even when I would use it internally in the car, away from the sun, not on the dash, with air conditioning blowing, to do shots of live shots of Dottie, like you've seen maybe a few driving videos where it's been in the corner of the video, you see Dottie. Well, it would overheat. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little distracted. There's somebody in front of me that's kind of stuck, and I'm getting text messages from a friend of mine. I apologize. So it would still overheat. It was very frustrating. And also the battery life was terrible. I had to have 3 batteries and constantly had them charging, and I'm in my pocket. And I don't usually film anything for more than, the most I ever do is an hour and 10 minutes. And that's rare. And I was having to use multiple batteries. So I've been pretty frustrated by this thing. And I've gotten into the company, the DJI Universe. Most of you probably know them as a drone company. Well, I don't really do drones. I do that sort of floating camera thing when I walk around. It's not a true drone. But the Osmo Pocket 3, the camera that I have with the gimbal, and it's what I use most of the time, is a DJI product. And so there's the flying camera, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 camera, and microphones, wireless microphones. And all the cameras in the DJI universe are designed to connect with those cameras. So I found that DJI had released a new action camera in competition with the new version of the new GoPro version, the 13, and it's $50 less money. And I started watching multiple YouTube comparison videos, and I couldn't find one where the DJI didn't come out on top. So I had enough money to buy to buy the camera and one accessory, and it was still not well below, but probably $100, close to $100 less than I'm getting this month. So here's the big advantage of having a YouTube channel that I treat as a business. Is that one, I get the income to be able to invest in the business, right? That's what I'm doing. I'm investing in the business. And that is the biggest advantage, to be able to say that when the reality is I'm buying a new gadget. If you haven't figured that, if you've been watching my channel, I'm pretty much a gadget freak, and I love gadgets. They give me a lot of joy. And instead of frivolously spending my hard-earned income on gadgets just to make me happy, I can invest in my channel. Great rationalization, isn't it? But I think you heard the truth there, didn't you? It's okay. But I wanted to talk to you guys about it, because the people that are watching, that are painfully watching or having to go through the mechanics to skip these ads that are on my videos, have paid for this. So later today, today or tomorrow or Saturday, depending, I ordered this thing like yesterday, and it's being delivered today, which is, to me, is crazy. But that's what happens when you're less than an hour from Las Vegas. Amazon stuff, well, it's not even Amazon, it's through DJI, but deliveries happen very quickly when you're in a big area like Las Vegas. So here we are at the propane place. There's a guy with two. I'm gonna look just like you in a minute. I'm coming in too, sir. They're heavy when they're full, aren't they? I got a bad hip. I'm with you.
You gotta take time.
I'm with you.
Hi, doggy.
That's Dottie.
Hi, Dottie. Dottie, a good dog?
Dottie's a great dog.
Yeah, I got two of my own in the car.
I saw when I drove by.
Yeah. Like that.
All right. I left it running, didn't I? I left it running. Well, I can't remember where I left off, saying I'm going to do a sort of an unboxing video, and then I do have to go to the grocery store to buy Dottie her food. I'm going to run out in a couple days. So, all right, I'll be right back. So, I'm pretty sure I said I'm going to do an unboxing. I'll probably, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it at the end of this video. So, right in a minute here, I'll show you the unboxing. And then as a separate video, I'm going to take it on a trial run to the grocery store. I think the 3 stores that I shop in here, I've done all 3. This trip to Pahrump, I started at Smith's, then to Walmart, then Albertsons. So I'll go back to the top of the order and I'll do Smith's. So, and let me do a little driving for you. Hang on. Here we go. A little bit of driving video for you. We'll go the back way instead of showing you the same old every time. I do not know what this road is that we're on, and there's no road signs at this intersection, but when I see one, I'll let you know what it is. We're going to go not on the main drag on the way back here. We'll just go kind of around the block. Passing 4th Street, and this means we're on Bowling. I couldn't really read it. I'll have to get it on the next one. Bowling. And we're coming up. I think we're gonna make a right here on 1st Street. This is 2nd right here. So 1st Street should be up here. Yeah, this is 1st Street. This is Lexus Park. I wonder what that's all about. I don't know anything about that. Somebody just named their home. Some mobile homes, they call them double wides. You know, I no longer turn up my nose to mobile homes, manufactured homes, tiny homes. You know, the where we live has become so much of a huge proportion of our expenses to live that it often restricts our freedom. And if I can live in a place that's comfortable, that I can reduce that expense in a substantial way to increase my freedom, then you know what? I win the game. Which is the reason why I'm living in an RV. And the current plan, I'm on the wait list. This is not a 4-way stop, so we're going to wait for this guy to go in front of us. That is a it's a right to occupy for a lifetime. It's an RV spot here in Pahrump at the Escapees Co-op, and it's $10,000 plus the cost, the depreciated cost of improvements that are on the property. So it can cost all the way up to, when I went through there, they estimated, the most expensive one with the most improvements maybe would cost you $15,000. And that's going to be a RV spot with full hookups permanently for me. And all I have to do is pay the annual dues to the co-op, which I believe is around $300 a quarter, and any electricity that I use. So when I'm not there and I'm not using electricity, it's not costing me anything. So I'm free to do my quartzsite thing, my New Mexico thing, or whatever that evolves into. And what I can do, since it's mine the whole time, is instead of just backing my little trailer into it when I'm there, is I can put a permanent trailer there, ideally a park model that is not too big a one. The max they'll allow, I believe, is 8.5 feet wide, which is pretty damn wide, but there are park models that are over 12 feet, and they're not allowed there. But an 8.5 foot wide park model. And I think what I would do is eventually, I'm sure I'll buy a used one. There's no way I'm buying a new one. They're $80,000. But a used one for say around 20,000, that I can renovate, and I can do things like put in a mini split for air conditioning. So if I'm there I happen to have to be there during the summer, I won't go broke with the electric bill. But that gives me a sense of freedom, that I'm not constrained. I'm not a wealthy man, so I'm not as much constrained about where I need to live, restricting my ability to do things, a variety of things that I'd like to do to enjoy life. So that's what it is all about for me. So we made our way back to the big intersection of 160 and State Road 372, which at least on this side of the road is Crawford Way, which is where Preferred RV Resort is. And if those new to the channel, Preferred RV Resort is a member-owned RV resort. You buy a membership and you become a part owner of the resort. It's also open to the public. It obviously costs substantially more to stay here when you're not a member. But when you're a member, it's basically there's some details missing, but it's $15.75 a day, including there's no tax, and there's no utility fee. The utility fee is built in to $15.75. So, if you do the math, even a 31-day month is less than $500, all included, unlimited. Even if I'm here in August running my AC 24/7, it's still going to be less than $500. And you can see it's a place with a ton of trees. Now, the place I'm talking about where I'm going to be buying into, sadly, is not nearly as pretty as this. I mean, if I could get the same deal here, are you kidding me? I'd do it in a nanosecond. But that's not the deal here. You can buy a membership here, and you can do that, less than $500 a month. But you can only be here for 9 months. And you can't have a permanent spot. You can't have a storage shed on it. All the things that I can do at the other place. So here we are, and the next time you see me, I'm going to jump right to the unboxing. Well, here we are. I'm going to unbox the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. Let's see here. Looks like the box for the accessories. This looks like it's the camera itself. It says Tighten lens. Okay, it's tightened. And then the accessories. This is obviously the charging cord. And let's see what we have in here. This is obviously the battery. And there is the battery. And this, I believe, is the magnetic attachment. Yeah. Kind of a cage this goes into. Snaps in like that. And the battery obviously goes in like that. Oh, and there's the port. And we will plug this in, and tomorrow we'll see what this thing's all about. So as promised, tomorrow, when this is all charged up and ready to go, we'll take it out and test it. And one of the tests that we're going to do, let me shut that light off. One of the tests that we're going to do is taking this out to a supermarket and see if it's superior to the GoPro in terms of that lens flare problem. And also we'll see how good that we'll be able to attach this to it, wireless mic, and we'll see how good the sound is. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you tomorrow.